Hi, I'm Dan Reinecke with Unknown Media. Now today I'd like to share some tips with you on how to achieve soft lighting in photography. Now what you need to understand is the mannerisms of a light. Now when you have your light source, basically what it's going to do, it's going to shine light into straight light particles and it's just going to shoot this light straight. Now what you want to do to achieve a softer look is put diffusion in front of that light. So you're going to have your diffusion between the light source and the subject. Now this is going to cause the light to fall on the subject a lot softer. So rather than the straight particles causing these real dark, harsh shadows, you're basically going to put the diffusion in front of it and it's going to break up that light source. And so what that's going to do is actually spread out the light particles and cause everything to fall a bit softer. Now some examples of diffusions are something like this. It's a light grid. It's actually a specially made lighting diffusion, and it can actually withstand high temperatures. That's one risk that you may run into. You don't want to use something like a tissue paper or something in front of a very high wattage light source, because you run the risk of it actually starting on fire. So you want to get something that is actually pretty durable. Another good example is muslin. Now muslin's just a simple fabric, and it can actually withstand quite a bit of heat, but still you need to be careful with some bigger bulbs. But basically what muslin and light grid do, it allows light to pass through it, but it doesn't allow all of it to pass through it, and it causes a nice soft look. Now that is another risk that you're going to run into, is when using diffusion, that some of the light does get cut out, so you may be losing exposure on that light. So that is one thing that you're going to need to take into consideration when choosing the diffusion that you're going to use. Now, another thing that photographers use, which is actually a very common source of light, is the softbox. Now, what a softbox does, it allows you to shine a light source through the one end, and then it's going to bounce all around in here in the light box, and then it's going to come and be shined out through this diffusion, and it gives it a real nice soft look. So again, there's many different options. Opportunity is literally about endless for different ways of using diffusion and different types of diffusion that you use. But one thing that you do got to keep in mind is the diffusion itself burning up. You want to stay away from that, but at the same time you want to get a nice strong light that can be real diffused, so you get a real nice soft look. I'm Dan Reinecke. Take your best shot.